Fans, welcome back to NWA Worldwide. In the ring, David Young in the black trunks, taking on the Prodigy, TJ Gray, who is the NWA television champion. With me at this time in the studio, Bert, Prentice. Bert, this is a match that I cannot wait to see.
Well, and I want to clarify something, because a couple weeks ago at Nashville, everyone thought that Fair and Fox had won the NWA TV title from Prodigy, but after looking at the film, Savanah, who just can't seem to mind her own business.
And a 48 double E size chest.
You've been in that chest, I guess you know firsthand, but I tell you, Lee, we gave the belt back to Prodigy on a technicality, and here he's defending it against David Young this morning. Now, David Young has a great future in the wrestling business. He's a little too political for my being. He likes to walk the fence and kind of play the political game, but as far as a wrestler, he's double talented, and as soon as he learns loyalty, I think he's probably going to be a big-name player in this business. Now, Savanah outside the ring, doubly dangerous, if you know what I mean, and has an ongoing feud going with Miss Sara Lee. And if Sara Lee, I can tell you, ever gets her hands on this bimbo, fur's going to be flying. So that's why a week from tonight in Lebanon, she's going to be handcuffed to Sara Lee. And we're going to see who the better man is between Air Paris and David Young. Now there, David Young taking the shortcut, of course, hiding behind referee Jimmy Rivers. And TJ Gray, who's come a long way, got a long way to go, but with the right attitude, could also make some waves in the wrestling business.
TJ Gray is the NWA television champion, defending against David Young. David Young complaining TJ pulled his hair. The referee says he did not see it. Let's just get it on. And
let me tell you something. TJ Gray, in his first rookie year, winning the NWA Worldwide TV title belt, that's unbelievable. You notice that young man standing there next to Savanah at the ringside is none other than ace photographer Lance Cavett, and a lot of pictures taken from this night will show up in WOW magazine in a couple months.
I love that magazine.
Yeah, it's a great magazine, and I'd like to thank Bill Apter and all these folks up there that gave us like a 4-page article this month. But all the magazines have really treated us well, from Brandy at Pro Wrestling Illustrated and just everybody. We appreciate it. Lance was shooting for WOW magazine this night. Boy, Prodigy taking it to David Young right there. Now a big body slam, he's down hard to the mat. Savanah say, come here, I'll give you some loving on the outside. Look at that woman, she's huge.
Look at that crowd, Bert. Near capacity crowd at the Fairground Sports Arena.
Yep.
Savanah calling for a timeout. I don't think Jimmy's heard of that rule. I think she got it from Bart. Sorry.
How does she walk without her back?
I figured she'd be walking like a hunchback.
I tell you what. That woman could breastfeed sore workers.
Yeah, they would like it.
David Young getting in shape a little bit there on the outside. He's really improved since coming into the NWA. And I tell you what, David Young, I mean, he's got what it takes. And, of course, he's hired Savanah now full-time. And this will be interesting.
David Young back up in the ring. The Prodigy getting ready for him, adjusting his knee pads, circling each other. Prodigy giving Savanah a little look. He knows what happened a couple of weeks ago with Farron, making sure it's not going to happen again. Calling elbow top, center of the ring, wrenching the arm there. David Young on the Prodigy. Savanah cheerleading on the outside. David Young just wrenching that arm in. A nice reversal there by the Prodigy on David Young.
I would hate to see Savanah and cheerleaders outfit. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, no NWA wrestling at the fairgrounds until Saturday night, August 7th. No NWA wrestling at the fairgrounds at all until August 7th, and then it's Summer Blast. Terry Taylor, I hope you return our phone calls.
Yeah, that interview from you this morning, Bert, with some pointed comments directed at just about everybody. The Prodigy now going for the cover. Raking the eyes there by David Young.
David Young. The eyes kick to the floor. Oh, my gosh. That was a kick.
About to knock his head off.
I'm telling you what. David Young is a pure professional, I'll tell you what.
Nice suplex there by David Young.
David says, damn, I'm good.
A week from tonight in Lebanon, you need to reinforce the ring, Bert, if you're going to have Frenchie and Skinny Kenny against each other, both in the same ring.
Prodigy being choked on the second rope. Here comes the Diva, choking the daylights out of Prodigy. Throws him back into the ring.
Showing her what she showed the ref the other week. The Prodigy now on his back in the ring. David Young walking over methodically and just stomping the face.
Oh my gosh, there's Miss Sara. Miss Sara Lee. Look at this crowd. They're standing, they're going nuts. Sara Lee come out of nowhere chasing, and security has got Sara Lee. My gosh, they're taking her off the floor. Look at them people. They love Miss Sara Lee in Nashville, Tennessee.
Sara Lee's going to get a hold of Savanah one of these days, and Savannah's not going to look the same afterwards.
Oh, that was so close.
Chin lock there by David Young on the Prodigy. TJ Gray, Jimmy Rivers asking the Prodigy if he gives up, if he submits. Prodigy saying no. Prodigy's got a lot of fight resilience in him, working his way to the feet.
You better believe it. Prodigy isn't one to say, I quit, I'll guarantee you. And he'll take the fight to you. He's got a lot of game left in him. I tell you what, he's a four-star competitor in the ring. David Young, a little more devious. You know, you can see these great stars every Thursday night in Loganville, Georgia, at the Georgia Bell Center. And I tell you what a following they're getting down there, Lee, at the Georgia Bell Center. Been drawing some great houses down there at the Georgia Bell. It's a flea market and center. It has a wrestling arena all to its own down there on the premises. And I tell you what, they're doing real well. And you can see David Young, Prodigy. In fact, Bart Sawyer is the king of Loganville. And talking about Bart Sawyer, he will be on that pay-per-view because we're going to have a mixed tag team match, a team from the NWA and a team from ECW taking on each other. And Bart Sawyer is going to be in that mixed tag. We're not sure who his partner is, but couldn't be more proud than have Bart Sawyer representing our company at that ladies' pay-per-view on Viewer's Choice. Sunday night, August 29th, ladies and gentlemen, from the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. We want you tuning in for that. Also, all you great fans in Georgia, Sunday nights in Stockbridge, Georgia, and wrestle down there at the Starlight Skating Center, and drawing good crowds there. And Bill Barron's doing a heck of a job down there, and they got some nasty individuals like Rick Michaels and Joel Deaton, and I tell you what, the fans are having a great time.
David Young now in control of the Prodigy. Prodigy now down on his back in the center of the ring. David Young spitting at the fans. That's not a way to get over with him. Picking the Prodigy up by his hair now. Slim is into the top turnbuckle.
You know, there's a little town called White, Georgia. They have wrestling on some Saturday nights around Atlanta and Cornelia, Georgia. And there's so much wrestling going on down there in the hills of Georgia, and good top quality wrestling. And I tell you what, fans in Georgia are real lucky to be seeing all that. Of course, the hotbed, the granddaddy of them all, is the Mecca, the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, where you can see only NWA Worldwide Wrestling featured. And we'll be back in action Saturday night, August 7th. Of course, Lebanon, one of the towns that actually built this company, a week from tonight, got a heck of a card in there. Candy Divine against Farron Fox. Speaking of Farron Fox, he's going to be on a card tonight in Carthage. Yeah, Ronnie Crowder's promoting the show in Carthage. Of course, he's booked a couple of losing jabronis on the show, but Farron, I tell you, Farron's got some blubbering idiot as his partner tonight in Carthage. But if you want to see Farron Fox and the Diva and a couple more good ones in action, check out Carthage Wrestling. That's Carthage Armory. It'll be worth the price. You only have to sit through a couple of slobs.
Speaking of the Diva, distracting Jimmy Rivers, the referee of the Prodigy, had David Young pinned for at least a 3 or 4 count.
Oh, my God! She's giving him a milkshake.
He can't breathe. He is, yeah. I want to be Jimmy.
She's giving the referee a milkshake.
The Prodigy now pulling Jimmy Rivers off to the side, making sure that he's not going to be tangled up with Savanah. That's the way he lost the belt the last time. 1, 2, and a kick out by David Young.
Wait till Jimmy Rivers' wife sees it. I didn't know that happened.
Jimmy Rivers' wife is not going to be a happy camper. Kick there to the leg by David Young.
That heifer needs to get off the ringside.
And there she goes.
Where's Miss Sarah? They need to let her loose and come out there and rip this heifer apart.
She'll knock her off the ring. David Young now with a leg lock there on the Prodigy. Jimmy Rivers checking the shoulders, making sure he doesn't lay down, checking to make sure nothing's illegal.
You know, I'm so mad and I'm so disappointed in Terry Taylor. I've known him over 15 years, and then he comes to Nashville, and of course I can't talk about it, but doggone it.
Well, 1,100 people know what happened, Bert. I think they know what happened, and other people will soon find out. Big whip there by the Prodigy on David Young. Picks him up. Looks like he's setting him up. Here it comes. Bam! DVD right there. The Prodigy, it's over.
What a beautiful move by Tim Gray, the Prodigy. I tell you what, has him for the count of 72. Of course, Milkshake's over there distracting the referee one more time. My God, see, she's enjoying that.
He's 80 years old. He'll have a heart attack going through that. Jimmy Rivers now watching. Oh, a low blow there by David Young.
Well, the referee didn't see it. He was looking at the jugs.
A whip there by David Young. Spine buster. Bam! David Young with it right there in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and a 3 count. The winner and the new NWA television champion, David Young.
Well, no one's going to get up after that, but I tell you, the Milkshakes won that match.